Dude, 98% of gear inside of Raid Shadow Legends is absolutely bloody terrible. And knowing how to spot the good stuff and the actual stuff that's worth upgrading in this game is going to save you tons of silver and massively increase the power level of your champions across your account. And so it's time to just sell 90%, maybe 95% of our gear that we've collected up on the free-to-play account. I'm also going to be jumping on over to the main account as well after this and doing a bit of a gear cleanse there as well and talking about some artifact upgrade tips, stuff that's worth holding on to, and stuff that is just absolute dross that you want to get off of your account as quickly as possible. And so without further ado, let's have it, man. Before we get into this though, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, man, get it done right now using the best beginner promo link the world has ever seen. You can click on that link, it's down below this video at the top of the description box, man, so click on that link and use that link to create a new account, man, for a triple legendary start, while Xenomorph is the Logan Reward legendary champion. That's one of the 3 legendaries you can start off a new account with right now. Using the beginner promo link down below is going to get you Tholin, Foulbeard, and 4 free epic champions on top of 2 Hanorach by using beginner code Desert Queen on day 1 of your new account, man. So play along with the free-to-play series. This is my 2026 free-to-play account that we are logged into right now after all, so it's not too late to hop on board, man. Now, first things first. When it comes time to cleanse your artifacts, right, you're getting towards the artifact storage cap, which is 1600 at the time that I'm shooting this video inside of this game. It does get, increased somewhat often over time. First things first, before we get to the main account, we'll use the free-to-play account for this example. Tip number 1 is very, very simple. It's going to be put your best gear on your best champions. The champions on your account that are 6 stars, that are fully booked, and that you use in the most areas of the game. For my free-to-play account, very, very simple, right? The Uugo and the Tholin Foulbeard. These 2 are by far and away the best champions on the account. They're the only 6-star champions on the account. The Uugo happens to be fully booked as well, and so is absolutely popping off. And so my best support gear, right, my fastest and best accuracy gear and highest speed gear is going to go on the Uugo on this account, and my best damage dealer gear is going to go on Tholin, with the exception to the rule being I am also shoehorning a lifesteal set onto Tholin because I have no bloody choice for a campaign farmer for the time being. But the point of this exercise is to get the best gear on your best champions such that you can understand what a good build looks like for your account for where it is right now in its current area of progression. This account is like literally 16 days old at the time of shooting this video. Okay, so like the builds are not that great, but it's the best that I can do right now, and so it gives me an idea of sort of like ballpark builds that I should be looking to build on existing champions. And so I know what a good artifact is for this account. Like for example, this weapon right here on the Uugo, on my main account, this is trash, dude. It's garbage, man, but a double HP % roll with a little bit of speed, even though we missed every speed roll on this perception weapon, it's still pretty good, like as far as my 16-day-old free-to-play account goes. So that's thing number 1, okay? Just get an idea of where your best builds are at on your account right now, and do that by equipping your best champions. Next thing is the following. As soon as you've got like 2 or 3 level 60 champions on your beginner account. This is like an early game tip for beginner players and stuff like that. Once you're starting to build your first champion team like that, most of your champions are level 50 or level 60, and you can farm anywhere from honestly stage 10 or higher in the dungeons, but ideally Dragon's Lair and Ice Golem Peak at least stage 13, because in stage 13, 6-star artifacts can drop, right? Stage 13 to 16, these early stages right here are good sort of like ballpark stages to be aiming for on like a very, very early game account. As soon as you have the power to farm these stages, 4-star artifacts are no longer acceptable for you on your account. You need to start filtering out your 4-star artifacts because now you can farm 5 and 6 stars fairly accessibly from those stages of those dungeons, right? And so while it's fine to hold on to 4-star speed boots just because speed is the best stat in the game and boots are the only item type in the game that can actually roll speed as the main stat. Okay, fine, right? You want to get at least 4-star speed boots in every single champion in the game. The very first thing you can do as soon as you hit like stage 14 or 15 of Dragon is the following, right? Get all your champions equipped, make sure that you still follow tip number 1, okay? Then you want to go into your artifacts, click on your filters like so, and go 4-star, 3-star, and the 1 to 2-star pieces of gear. You want to filter everything apart from boots, right? Weapons, shields, helmets, all of that kind of stuff. Sell, select all, and just sell 900 artifacts just like that. Get this trash in the sea, okay? We do not need it. It is no good to us anymore, okay? Unless it is 4-star speed boots, 0 4-star or lower artifacts should exist on your account anymore once you are able to farm Dragon and Ice Golem at stage 13 plus, right? Because that means once you're able to farm those dungeon tournaments at that kind of level, like it's just early game progress here, it's not too difficult to get to in Ice Golem and Dragon. You can then start farming Ice Golem tournaments and Dragon tournaments, ideally, while there is also a Gear Hunters event going on at the same time as well, which at the time I'm shooting this video, there's going to be a Gear Hunters event overlapping with an Ice Golem event, and so I can farm Ice Golem and I can double dip between those two events and start farming up 5 and 6 star quality gear, right? And so I don't need to be paying any attention to 4-star artifacts anymore, and eventually we'll even start filtering out 4-star speed boots and only accepting 5-star speed boots. It's just about taking the temperature of your account and figuring out where you are. But another thing that you can do as well is go on into your filters, and the boots are not going to be immune from this early game gear cleanse. We're going to go ahead and just select our boots right here in the filters, and we're going to go in and we're just going to check for primary stats. Anything that is not speed at this point in my account can get in the bin, okay? You can rock and roll on some damage dealers inside of Raid with attack percentage boots. You can make it happen. You can find the speed from other sources and stuff like that. Or maybe you just don't need a champion to be built that fast. And same thing with HP percentage boots for like a regeneration set, for example. You can sometimes get away with it. Same with Immortal Gear as well, you know. But this is for later on. For the early game, you don't give a damn about holding onto any types of boots in this game that aren't speed. That's just the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be for like the first 3 to 6 months of your account, depending on how fast you progress and if you spend in the game and all of that stuff. So any boots that are not speed are just automatically going to get exactly the same treatment as before, and are just going to get tossed into the sea. Speed boots. The only boots I want to hold on to here are 4-star speed boots or higher. So all of the 3-star and 2-star speed boots, even all of these can get the hell out of dodge as well. I can just go ahead and sell up all of these also. And so, bam, dude. Oh, isn't gear cleansing just so much more satisfying on like a super early game account like this? I'm down to 180 artifacts, man, and I've never been happier. And I gotta choose as well. A lot of these are pieces of crap as well, right? Another thing I can do now is select everything again apart from boots, because speed is just the most important stat. I can select everything apart from boots, and I can go into, for example, the greens and commons. There's basically very, very few scenarios. Oh my god, look at all the fury shields I got. There's very, very few scenarios where you're going to be holding on to a green or a white quality item inside of this game, and this has got like very, very optimal stats. Like if these gloves had HP percent and speed as the single substat, okay, fine. Maybe I'd hold on to them in this super, super early game stage that run on our account, but everything else, yeah, this can all basically be sold as well, so we can get rid of that too. And so just like that, how many artifacts are we actually down to now? We just trimmed, dude, I just sold over 95%, or over 90% certainly, of all artifacts on the free-to-play account. So gear cleanses on a very early game account like this, they are big, meaty, and very, very easy to get done. Now, next couple of tips, man. Couple of rules to observe when it comes to collecting artifacts in your account. What I like to call the 3 formative stats, okay? The 3 most fundamental stats inside of all of Raid that you cannot build most champion types inside of this game without having a lot of these stats, right? They're so, so bloody important. For your damage dealers and your direct damage dealers inside of the game, it is crit rate, okay? You can find this from crit rate gauntlets in the super, super early game, but ideally you're finding crit rate from other gear pieces as well to get your nukers up to 100% crit rate. It's a stat that your nukers cannot do without, okay? Crit rate is number 1. Number 2 is going to be accuracy, right? Without accuracy, and plenty of it, and enough accuracy to land debuffs on bosses, depending on what difficulty stage you're going up against certain bosses, certain champions in this game, like Venomage for example, are absolutely bloody useless. Like, they don't do anything at all if they don't have accuracy. And so accuracy for me is formative stat number 2. It's a fundamental stat to look out for on your gear pieces, right? Without accuracy, if Venomage is not landing any poisons, any heal reduction, decreased attack, or decreased defense, is not able to land these debuffs. So accuracy is number 2. And number 3 is going to be speed, which everybody saw coming, but speed is the best stat in Raid, because simply going first before your opponents and getting more turns than bosses over the course of longer fights just gets your champions doing more. It's really that simple, especially the going first part of speed. And so speed, main stat on your boots, yeah, it's a no-brainer that basically every champion on your account, especially in the early game, needs to be running in speed main stat boots. And so crit rate, accuracy, and speed, 3 most important stats in the game. Why am I drilling this into you guys, right? For any beginner players out there, why am I pushing on this so hard? Because now that you've had a huge gear cleanse, you've got a bunch of gear that could actually be good on your account, What now? Okay, this is how you're going to increase the quality of gear on your account over time. What you're going to do is wait for a gear enhancement event. As you can see right all up and over here, there's a gear enhancement event live right now. And just by upgrading your artifacts, you're going to get all kinds of free rewards from a gear enhancement event by upgrading your gear, right? So we sold off a whole bunch of crap. We've got like 13 million silver on the free-to-play account right now. And all we're going to do, okay, is look to try and roll into those 3 mega important stats that we just talked about, okay? A shield like this offense shield right here, by the way, HP percent crit damage, it's fine, like it's alright, but this speed weapon right here, this speed weapon right here, bro, if this thing even single rolls into speed, I'm pogging. Right, this is crazy, right? This is a formative stat. It's a 6-star weapon, okay? It can only double roll into speed at the very best, but dude, if it gets no rolls, it's a very, very good weapon. So it goes attack percent for the first one, which is a little bit gnarly because now the pressure's on. Don't bomb it. Okay, lovely jubbly. We actually managed to hit speed 1. This is automatically like the best weapon on my account right now. That's it. This is that easy, right? Because it rolled into one of those key formative stats, right? If I can just get a support champion running at like 280 speed or something on an early game account, oh my god, that champion is going first in every single arena match and is going to massively outspeed every single boss that I can currently go up against inside of the game. And if that champion is applying like 10 meter fill and increased speed boosts to my other guys on the team, my goodness, like that champion is going to massively, massively boost the team, right? Now, another thing that you want to look out for as well is matching stats on your gear to the gear set, right? So this is a speed artifact set right here. Of course, if you equip 2 pieces of speed gear, you get 12% speed as a bonus for that champion. And so you want to put speed gear on champions that want to be moving fast, right? Your support champions who want to be just as much speed as possible. And so it kind of logically follows that you're looking for speed substat rolls on your speed gear, right? It's a support gear set first and foremost. And so the attack percent is going to be a little bit of a waste. So what I'm really looking for here, like even though this headgear could be good, if it like double or triple rolls crit rate, I could put it on a nuker technically. I'm much more excited about upgrading gear that, oh my god, it misses all of them because of course it bloody does. I'm much more excited about rolling a piece of gear like this, even though it's only a 5-star piece. If I could just get this thing to roll into speed even like once or twice, we're laughing and we're very, very happy. Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, it hits it on the good, but the pressure's off. The pressure's off, man. Just gotta roll it up 4 at a time, and you're just investigating where these rolls go. Because I'm on a free-to-play account, my luck absolutely sucks. Yes, that's my tinfoil hat theory. I feel like on an early game free-to-play account, all of your artifact upgrade rolls always just go absolutely terribly. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, man. I feel like they're really, really bad, and they tend to just go awful. It's just a conspiracy theory on my part, but there you go. But yeah, you're looking to match the stats on the gear pieces to match them with the set bonus, right, is generally what you're trying to do. Now, a set like Relentless is kind of interesting because, you know, it's an 18% chance to get an extra 10. Well, what stats are you looking for on Relentless gear then, right? Speed is obvious. Accuracy set is obvious. You're looking for speed and accuracy. It's a support gear set. What about Relentless? This can be good on supports and it can be good on nukers. Well, on your Relentless gear, you're actually looking to just, again, see where the rolls go and try and specialize a piece of gear for a certain champion type, if you can, you know. This is actually like a little decent Relentless helmet here that I could use on a support champion. It gives HP percent, which is a good defensive stat overall, and a little bit of speed. Like, it's not bad at all for a support type champion. Whereas this helmet right here, it's the opposite. You'd never want to put this on a support champion. It's flat defense, and flat stats are always worse than percentage stats, so that's not great. But it rolls into a bit of crit rate and a bit of crit damage. This is obviously much, much better for a nuker type champion. And so that's what you'd be doing with this kind of gear instead, where it's a Relentless set and it's a bit more variable. You know what I'm saying? And so Cruel gear, you're hoping for attack percentage rolls, crit rate rolls, crit damage rolls, again, because it's giving attack percent and ignore defense. Perception is another super, super easy one, where you're just getting accuracy and speed. Of course, this is more for support type champions. And so, yeah, for example, on the shield right here, we're hoping to roll into at least 1 roll of accuracy, so we can get like a very, very high accuracy stat shield here. Okay, fine. I mean, it's a little bit of flat HP kind of sucks, but yeah, this is what you want to be doing during your gear enhancement events like this. It's just rolling up these pieces of gear and hoping to goodness. But I mean, this chest right here is an attack percent main stat chest piece. Any stats here are actually fine. This might actually be the chest piece that I eventually get on my Tholin Foulbeard. especially if it gets to go into a bit of crit damage. It actually goes into a lot of accuracy, and so, okay, fine, maybe it's not quite. Okay, never mind, it does redeem itself towards the end, and so it could actually end up on my Tholin Foulbeard. And I'll say as well, if you're a little bit unclear on how to build each champion type inside of Raid, there's a guide down below this video in the description box, man, how to gear every champion type that you might want to go ahead and check out. I try and keep that guide type updated once every like 5 to 6 months, 5 to 7 months, and make like a new variation of that video, and just sort of like keep it at the front of people's minds a little bit. Oh, we can have another very, very good couple of pair of accuracy pieces here as well, man. Accuracy is one of those sets that's not so good, which is another tip that I'm going to get into in just a second when I switch on over to the main account. But the accuracy set is very, very nice for progressing, as long as you can get like a little bit of speed rolls on these. Okay, lovely jubbly. Just to get your accuracy numbers up on your debuffer champions. And lovely, it actually goes into accuracy as well. So that's an example of a very, very juicy little shield for us. Honestly, these are 6-star speed boots, one of only 2 set, I think. Maybe I've only got like 1 or 2 6-star speed boots on the entire account. I don't even care where these rolls go. I'm using these boots, you know, so I'm just going to roll these up to 16 straight away. I don't even need to see where the rest of the stats go. Frankly, it just doesn't matter. So I just want to get those boots equipped on somebody. And to be honest, I think the Venomage is going to get the honors here, given that Venomage is going to be my next level 60 champion. I'm going to go ahead and use the fitting room, try these on. And for Venomage's chest, even though Venomage is an attack type champion, Venomage is all about the poisons and the debuffs, really. So I'm going to go ahead, HP percent, defense percent, see what chest plates we have to work with here. I could get some accuracy from this lifesteal chest plate here, so I'm going to roll this up to 8 and just hunt for these accuracy rolls. We hit it 1 time. You know what? That's good enough for me. I'm tempted to just take this up to 16 straight away. Double flat HP roll though is absolutely abysmal. Fine, whatever. It's already better than what we've currently got on the Venomage. So overall, he's going to gain a whole bunch of defense and increased speed buff as well from these upgrades. What ring has he got on? Attack, but it's giving defense percent attack. Okay. A lot of percentage stats we're hitting here on this ring. I'm also happy as Larry to go ahead and take this up to 16 then also, and it rolls into some flat defense, which is a little bit of a whiff, but you know. And so from here on out on the free-to-play account, the only gear I'm going to be accepting on this free-to-play account anymore, I do need to go ahead and rebuild the Venomage here as well, to be fair, a little bit more, is going to be 5-star quality or higher gear, as long as the rolls go good. And that is how we're going to raise the tide and lift the tide of just gear quality overall on this account over time as we go ahead and collect up. You know what, let's just click claim all right there. Now, from the euphoria of selling like 1,400 artifacts on the free-to-play account, we jump on over to the main account, where honestly the first sort of tip I want to cover here is you can go ahead and safely sell all of the dross without thinking about it. Except dross on my main account, once your account is like a year old or something, or maybe even sooner than that, to be fair, you can start just auto-selling certain gear sets. Like, sets from, like crit rate. I don't know why I'm holding on to these boots anymore, to be honest, but whatever, man. Like, I'm glad they're here as an example. I've got, like, no crit rate gear. I've got no offense gear, no life artifact set gear, defense, that kind of thing. You can just get rid of those pieces, and unless, like, a resistance piece of gear is exceptionally good, you can just get rid of these pieces, too. For example, these 2 pieces right here, just get them in the sea, right? Days set. What the hell am I holding on to this for? Yeah, it's a double crit rate roll. Like, a weapon like this would actually be very, very good on the free-to-play account. For the main account, not going to cut it, right? You can really start to thin down. You're really just skimming the top for the best possible gear on your account eventually. And so gear pieces from sets that are just suboptimal, you could just kind of auto-sell at this point, and you'll start to find that certain sets on your account just basically don't exist, and they're just there to be sold instantly for silver, you know? Now, the most painful part of managing gear on a later game account, though, is that you gotta kind of go through every single artifact on the account, roll them up to 8, and then make a judgment call as whether or not you want to sell them individually. Very, very rarely are you able to just go into your filters and select, I don't know, gloves and chest, and take, you know, I don't know, like anything with like flat stats, for example, and sell off a massive amount of gear this way. It just tends to not happen like that. Like, I'm getting rid of like 24 artifacts here. You know, like, it's not a huge amount that we're able to just get rid of and sort of skim away. You've got to go through things one by one and very, very painstakingly hunt for big rolls. And so, you know what, man, I'm going to take some of my better new gear that we've got recently on the account and just see if we can just roll into some absolutely insane tier upgrades in this very video, because at least some of these roles could go very, very good. I mean, you know, it can actually be like kind of amusing to watch, I suppose, hunting down like these big mythical roles right here. Now, this is a piece of gear that's very, very in the middle, right? Feral gear can go on damage dealers as well as debuff for champions and just support champions in general. But this piece right here is absolutely split down the middle in kind of where you want the stats to go. The worst thing that could happen is a big spread of stats in between the nuka stats and the support stats with speed and accuracy. So we get a little bit of crit damage. I'd still be fine with a bit of crit rate and a bit of crit damage here, and it could go nuka. Or we want to see like max speed rolls here. Okay, it goes double crit damage, man. We're going to go ahead and max roll this and hope for crit rate or crit damage here, and this could be fine for a nuka that requires a bit of accuracy, and it goes into accuracy, which is the perfect split of stats that we're just kind of not looking for. Doesn't really have the crit rate to support this going on a nuka type champion. The speed and the accuracy, it's only like a single roll of each, and so you don't really want it on a support champion where the crit damage is going to be useless now. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of stat split that you're not looking for on item types like this. Though I will say that on a later game account, another thing that you can do is take even gear pieces like this that are a little bit all over the place with the stats. If you can roll a lot into a red stat that sucks, like HP, like flat HP here, for example, double or triple roll into this, then you've got a candidate where it's actually potentially worth spending your chaos ores. Okay, so we actually miss on the HP again. I don't even want to use that one as an example now. I mean, this is it. This is like the perfect candidate for a chaos ore. If we get to like triple roll into basically anything, especially if we triple roll into the red stat, which is flat HP. It doesn't get any worse than that, man, for instinct gear. Also, when it comes to spending your chaos ores, you're really looking to spend it on gear sets that are very, very difficult to, oh my god, that are very, very difficult to get. Because you can always farm like more perception gear and hunt for good stats that way, whereas Forge Pass gear like Instinct set is very, very difficult to get. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, just everybody calm down, Steven. I see you at the back there, man. Just relax, okay? Breathe, man. Okay. I guess I have to use the Chaos Ore right now. I have to use the Chaos Ore right now, man. Oh god, I'm actually nervous, man. Crit rate, crit damage, or even speed would actually be very, very good rolls here. Crit rate, crit damage, or speed. Here we go. Oh, I'm so nervous. Accuracy. Ooh! Oh! Okay, dude, that's good. I mean, everything else is questionable, but that's really, really good. Okay, I tell you what, man, let's go ahead and 16 this right now, man. Can we actually get the quad roll? Can it actually happen? No, it's not going to happen. I can't look. I can't look, man. I can't look. Resistance strikes again. But I can't be too sad. That's some very, very succulent speed stats right there, man, on an instinct weapon. A set that actually, awards speed. But to be honest, that's the fun parts of rolling up gear on the main account that I'm going to show off in this video. The rest of it is just going to be rolling up little pieces of gear that just don't really, you know what, man, I might just auto-sell all of the blue gear. I might just get rid of all of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I mean, at the end of the day, every champion on the account is currently in like a pretty good, ranging from pretty good to like some of the best gear on my account right now. Are any of them actually using blue gear? Okay, we've got like some Slayer piece here just to make like a 9-piece Slayer set on the Wallmaster of Thorian. First Axe Tuskor is actually using a blue shield. So there's 1 or 2 pieces of blue gear that are kind of scattered around a little bit. I guess the epic champions are going to get a lot more blue gear as well. Okay, I can't just auto-sell stuff on the main account, man. I just can't bring myself to do it, you know what I'm saying? But I do have to go through things manually and just roll things up and just toss them right away if the gear stat rolls on them don't make sense. And so that's where we're at with this, man. It's laborious. It's painstaking. So I'm not going to cover it anymore in this video. I'm just going to leave that here on the main account, but you've got that looked forward to if you're a new player and you haven't played in like the mid-game or anything yet, you know what I'm saying? Gear refinement starts to take up a lot of time, man. Oh, gosh darn it. Thanks for stopping by, man. If you're looking to create a new raid account, by the way, join me in my free-to-play adventure on the 2026 free-to-play account. The time is now, man. It's only 2 weeks old. Click on the beginner promo link that's down below this video at the top of the description box and use that link like I did to create your new raid account with all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now. And I am going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.